Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to identify top 3-5 Serp competitors of the site you are auditing. This is usually a very important thing to do when you are while both auditing the site and especially when forming an SEO strategy for the site you are auditing. It is also important to make a distinction between Serp competitors and competitors. They are not always the same companies, the same websites. If you are doing SEO and if you are focusing on SEO visibility of the site, basically the only thing you care about are the Serp competitors, which means the sites which compete with the sites you are auditing in directly in search results for specific keywords. So I will show you how to identify a bunch of those using Ahrefs on the example of my own site. Ahrefs has an inbuilt functionality and can show you competing domains and competing pages, but you need to take it with a grain of salt because this is not always really the truth. So let me show you what it picked for my website. So as you can see, it is showing that Systrix is my competitor. I don't think they are my competitor. They are a huge company. SpyFu Right Maps. This does not make sense at all. Content King app. They have a lot of interesting SEO guides. So maybe to some extent Google Guide the same thing. But I don't think that searchgoogle.com is my competitor. I really don't think so. Technical SEO. Again, this is the site which mostly has SEO tools. So this is not the site that I would consider my competitor. The same here, XML sitemaps. So one of my top pages that has the most organic traffic and organic keywords is the page which talks about how to find an XML sitemap. And that's why Ahrefs is showing me this and that as my main competitors, while in fact they're not. That's why I always want you to you can look at that. It can help you a little bit, but I don't think this is something that you can take too seriously. Let's see competing pages. Here, this makes way more sense. So now I can see specific articles that kind of compete with my articles. So here maybe this makes a little bit more sense in some cases. So you can definitely go through that list. But what I usually like to do, how I usually like to identify my top competitors is by simply go to organic keywords. Then I select, I sort them by volume, and I select the keywords that I really care about. So here, of course, these do not make a lot of sense. Search engines other than Google. This is a nice keyword, so I would like to be shown in the top 10 results for that. So I think the pages that are ranking here, I can consider them to be one of my competitors. So let's see what's here. So Search Engine Journal, Neil Patel, so SEMrush, Cloudways. So yeah, I can. These makes a lot of sense, more sense. But of course, these are very, very high authority pages, websites. So maybe this one is a little bit lower, a little bit lower authority, but still Cloudways, just one backlink. So I think there is some room to kind of maybe in some time to get here, but overall, I can say that these two are my competitors, even though they are kind of way bigger, way more authoritative. websites, but yeah, so I can say these two. These two. Okay, let's now see other keywords that I really care about and which really make sense to me. Google Tools, maybe this one. I'm talking about tools, Google Tools a lot, but I'm not a tool provider, so I don't think it makes sense if I compete with tool providers. And this is what Ahrefs in some cases was showing. It was showing me tool providers as my competitors, and I don't think they are my competitors. Okay, Google Tools. So in that case, I am providing a list of Google Tools here. So I would say that my competitors are the websites that provide a list of Google Tools as well. In that case, so let's see. Neil Patel again. Wikipedia, not really. So from this, I can only, yeah, I think that only Neil Patel really makes sense, because other websites that I see here, they are not my competitors. They are different. So Neil Patel again. Let's see HTTP versus HTTPS. Let's check what's ranking here. Okay. So here, I'm not sure, because these are kind of a bit different websites. They are not about SEO. They are more about security. So maybe this one. So I'm not sure if I would consider them to be my kind of competitors per se. Let's move further down the list. WP Rocket. So this is a navigational query, so I won't be analyzing this. Core Web Vitals. Let's see. I'm talking about Core Web Vitals a lot, so Backlinko, yeah, this makes sense. Search Engine Journal makes sense. Forbes, I don't think so. Moz. Yoast, they have a lot of informational content as well. So yeah, I already have a list of like 5 competitors. So Backlinko, Search Engine Journal, Moz. But of course, these are like a ton more popular sites. Moz, what else? Neil Patel. I think, yeah, I think I enumerated them all. SEO definitions, maybe one more. So when you are trying to find the competitors, you need to remember that they kind of both need to be competing in search results, and they kind of need to be similar to you, similar sites that provide similar types of content. Because, as I said, it doesn't make sense for me to compete with a site, to consider a site that talks about security, to consider it as my competitor and to try to kind of replicate what they're talking about. That wouldn't make sense. What we have here: Search Engine Journal again, Moz, Search Engine Land. Yeah, so this is also a very well-known blog about a website about SEO. So yeah, I think I have a pretty nice list already. So this is summing up what I suggest you do. You kind of check the best organic keywords that you have. You check what's ranking. You also take a look at what Ahrefs is showing you, competing domains, competing pages. Sometimes there are some sites that really make sense. Sometimes there are sites that don't make sense at all. That's why you need to use your common SEO sense to select the sites that indeed are your competitors, and the sites that you can indeed kind of analyze and maybe learn something from to build upon on your site. Okay, so I think that's all for this video.